the IRS is scheduled to deliver over 1 million checks. And here's why.
Well, you might call it a Christmas cash stimulus. How does over $1,000 sound to you? Just receive it. That's what around 1 million taxpayers could soon be getting back from the IRS this holiday. Kelly Meyer is joining us right now from the wintry White House. Kelly, wait, how does this work? Who's on the list? Who's on the good list?
Yeah, free money. I think we got people's attention, Adrian. So remember those COVID stimulus checks? Well, this is for those folks who failed to claim a recovery rebate credit on their 2021 tax return. So people who left that field blank or filled out 0 when they actually were eligible for a credit, they could be getting a check. People who missed out on one of those payments or had received less than the full amount were able to claim this credit. So the IRS says it's distributing about $2.4 billion to taxpayers who failed to claim a recovery rebate credit. And the IRS said it discovered many eligible taxpayers hadn't done so. Adrian?
You know, I want to know who's on this cash checklist or the nice list for the IRS. Am I on the list? Are you on the list?
Yeah, so the likelihood here is pretty low. The IRS said most taxpayers eligible for the payments already got them. But for those folks who didn't fill out this claim, you don't have to do anything. The payments will go out automatically this month, we're told, and should arrive by direct deposit or check by late January 2025. The payments vary, but the max amount is $1,400 per person. The IRS plans to send letters to eligible taxpayers notifying them of this special surprise present. Adrian?
All right, Kelly.
So wait a minute. What year was this for? Is this for 2020 or 2021? I might have to do a little bit more research because I'm just curious. I don't remember which year that applied to. Was that 2020 or was it 2021? Tax year 2020, filed 2021? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, if you are one of the people that left that blank, then you can look forward to getting a up to $1,400 if you didn't receive yours, up to $1,400 check. Now, I'm not sure if that was a threshold based off of your earning income or whatever. I don't even pay attention to it. It's not even something that I even look at that's applicable to me, in my opinion. I'm worried about bigger fish to fry. All right. In addition to that, there was a baby that was left in the middle of the road in Denver. Check it out.
More breaking news to get to here at 5. Quite a story. A baby left in the middle of the road on Christmas Day in Adams County.
There's so many questions. The 1-month-old abandoned in the median wearing only a diaper in this cold weather. Fox 31's Nate Bell getting some new information from authorities tonight. He joins us live now. Nate, what have you learned?
Yeah, guys, we're here at it's kind of the intersection of Pecos and Del Norte, north side of Denver. We want to show you this intersection here. This is where the Adams County Sheriff tells us that this morning they had gotten a 911 call. It was about just before 9:30. I just talked with the PIO, the officer from the Adams County Sheriff's Office, and they tell me that somebody was just kind of walking through the area. They happened to notice that child that was in a car seat in the median there. There's kind of like a raised median in the middle of the street. That's where they found him. They got him out of the road. They called 911. Detectives came out here. They were searching the area. I talked to one of the employees of the gas station across the street here. They tell me police came in and got that security footage as well. They're looking for anybody that they can. Now, not long ago, this is only about half an hour ago, the Adams County Sheriff put out there on Twitter and X that they were able to get in touch with family members of this infant. They are currently continuing the investigation. The PIO from the Sheriff's Office tells me that that infant is currently at the Children's Hospital. They're checking it out for any kind of injury. Obviously, they were out here in the elements this morning in the cold. It's obviously raining now. They were out of here before then, but they are keeping track of the infant's health. He said that it seems to be okay. Everything, it seems to be in order, but they are in contact with family members now, and they are still investigating whether they need to pursue any kind of criminal charges in this incident. Again, that child is safe. They are with the Sheriff's Office, and they are now in contact with that child's family. So
okay, so here's the question, because I know that we all got to be politically correct and we got to do things in order. Is there a question of whether we should have to pursue criminal charges for whomever it is that left this child in the median prior to it raining in cold Denver. Remember, this is Denver, Colorado. Is there any question of whether we should pursue charges or whether that child should go back with the family? Everybody is not meant to have children. And I've been having this conversation for a long time also. Everybody is not meant to have children. I know that we can say everybody could do what they want. It's your body, your choice. Okay, well, what happens when you then bring somebody into this world that you leave in the front of the median? Anyways, let's continue. We already know the world. The world ain't just become evil. The world been evil, big dog. The world been evil. And then last but not least, we got to cover it. Beyonce had a Super Bowl halftime show on both Netflix and the Texans. For the Texans yesterday. Check it out.
What's trending? So a lot of people are still in awe of Beyonce's electric halftime show during the Texans-Ravens football game on Netflix. Take a look at this. So Amanda Henderson, she shows us how it was a Cowboy Carter Christmas for fans, as for the first time, Beyonce, she performed songs from her latest album.
Well, we had no shortage of fans who wanted to come up to us and talk all things Beyonce. And it's clear after watching this halftime show, it's one for the Houston history books. These are the sights and sounds of the Houston Texans Christmas Day football community.
Texas all my life, but my family's from Baltimore.
It's the only game in town.
Oh, yeah!
Taking the walk with fans to the front of NRG Stadium, excitement is at an all-time high to see the Houston Texans and a local legend.
She is amazing, an amazing performance. Did you see her?
Susie Osborne is referring to Beyonce.
She came out with a whole performance before she even got on the field.
The Houston native's halftime performance has been the talk of the town for weeks. If you weren't here in person, just let the crowd noise tell the story of how it went.
Who else is going to do halftime? I mean, I think she should do Super Bowl again too, but hey, that's just me.
The 13-minute halftime show included a melody of songs and special guests, leaving fans elated, getting to share the moment with those around them, both friends and family.
You got to see Beyonce for the first time when you were 2 years old on Christmas Day.
While the game did not go in the Texans' favor, Houston was truly showcased on a worldwide level. So many people telling us they're just thankful to have witnessed what they're calling a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You know what's so funny about this? I'm looking at the chat, right? This just shows you that there is always a big, massive difference, and that all of us got different tastes. And I don't know if we're all influenced by different things or what other people are saying. I did not watch it, all right? So I plan on catching it today because I want to have a conversation about it on After Hours. We definitely going to be live streaming on After Hours tonight. I didn't watch the halftime performance because I was busy taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is. You get the food and then you go into a food comatose prior to going into the new year. And then we all set our New Year's resolutions so that we can fail at them by February. But I didn't have an opportunity to watch it. I will watch it, but there are so many differing of opinions. So I'm seeing this right now. I'm looking in the chat, and the chat is saying, oh, man, you know, it was whack, it was mid and stuff. What I was seeing on other platforms and the sentiment from other people was that it was, oh, man, it was a dope performance. It was sick. It was really awesome and all of this stuff. I only look at stuff from a business perspective, right? So my lens that I'm looking at it from is, what was the NFL trying to achieve? I think that they achieved it. People are falling out of love with the NBA, and traditionally, the National Basketball Association, the NBA, was top dog on Christmas. You get the Christmas Day games. Usually, it was the Lakers, Celtics, or whoever it was that was hot at the time, and those were the Christmas Day games. Nobody was really checking for the NBA yesterday. Nobody was checking for the NBA. And the NFL wants to take all of the fans from all of the sports leagues, and that is what they are successfully doing. On top of that, a lot of people are saying, well, Netflix got to do better. Netflix is doing incredible. If you are an investor in Netflix, if you own stock in Netflix, and which I do, then you know that Netflix long-term vision to completely replace TV with live streaming and upgrading its services, and this is just the beginning of it, between Netflix, Amazon Prime, so on and so forth. They are moving forward with taking a lunch of all of these other platforms. So you're going to have the big three. I think that the big three is always going to be Netflix. It's going to be Amazon Prime, because Amazon is subsidized by Amazon Web Services. And you're going to have YouTube. Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube. That's tier 1. Tier 2 is going to be the other streaming platforms. We don't even know if TikTok is going to exist. Facebook and Instagram, they're going to have to do something to incentivize creators to embrace that platform. I know that, it's always going to be tier 2, tier 3, and then it's the rest of them. But from a business perspective, Netflix won, the NFL won. I don't know whether or not the performance was great or not. I have to look at the performance and we'll talk about it on After Hours. But Netflix absolutely is doing a thing and making a transition into sports and running up a bag.